Right now, we're facing a man-made disaster of global scale. Our greatest threat in thousands of years, climate change. If we don't take action, the collapse of our civilizations and the extinction of much of the natural world is on the horizon. The world's people have spoken. Time is running out.
Good day everyone! Welcome to Earthwatch News. I'm Bea and today we will talk about global atmospheric changes. Climate change, ozone depletion, and acid deposition are major problems affecting our world. Scientists have found that Earth's ice is melting fast and sea levels are rising. These issues are caused by human activities such as burning fossil fuels and cutting down forests. Weather and climate are different, but they are connected. Weather is the condition of the atmosphere at a certain place and time. It includes temperature, wind, rain, and clouds. It can change within minutes or hours. Climate, on the other hand, is the long-term pattern of weather in a certain area. The Earth's climate is affected by the sun, Earth's tilt, land, water, and gases in the air. The two most important climate factors are temperature and precipitation. Now, let's hear from Karil about global climate change.
Climate change is caused by too many greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. The main sources are burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial activities. The greenhouse gases trap heat from the sun, making the earth hotter. Some of the most important greenhouse gases are water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and ozone. These enhanced greenhouse effects is also called global warming. Too much greenhouse gas makes the Earth's temperature rise faster than normal.
Climate change has serious effects on our world. Some of the major impacts of climate change include health problems such as heat stroke and diseases from dirty water, loss of natural resources like forests and fresh water, stronger storms leading to floods, and destructions of homes. Change in animal habitats, making survival harder for many species. Rising sea levels, which could flood coastal cities. Acidification of oceans, harming marine life. If we don't take actions, these effects will get worse. Now, the next thing that we will discuss is how we can fight climate change.
Okay, I'm back. So before we move on to the next topic, let's watch this video first.
I believe we should look for a call to action, and once we see the action, hope will inevitably come.
My life, or our lives as human beings, are 100% dependent on nature.
It's crazy how much it affects us, but how much people don't recognize it and realize what it actually is. Human beings are the biggest causes of climate change. But the good thing is there's a solution, and we are part of the solution. There are a number of solutions to climate change, and we don't need to research them. They're already there. A lot of people just think we need to plant trees, but it just doesn't end there. We need to focus on change of mindset, change of mentality. If we are to mitigate the effects of climate change, if we are to end global warming, then we must start young. We must focus on adding curricula that is going to benefit them and the environment.
If we work together as a common family, just one family, in combating and fighting against this climate change and putting in measures, then we're likely to protect our future.
Governments need to definitely increase trial allocations towards areas, sectors, ideas, ideals that are meant to tackle climate change.
We as young people should be included more. and should be given a lot of chances to actually articulate our issues with regard to climate change.
We must make sure that everything we do is for climate equity and climate justice.
They need to be aware of all the affairs that are actually happening. So we need to create platforms for them so that they get to be exposed and also understand that they are also partners in driving sustainable development.
Because that's how we'll know we matter. My message to all the children, all the youth, all the adults, all the elderly, even the toddlers is you can be the change. You can be the change the world is looking for right now.
Because at the end of the day, we have a future to protect and we've got an environment to protect as well.
Climate change is an issue. In fact, it's a defining issue. And we're living at a defining moment. And we are the ones who will define how we created this revolution and how we put an end to climate change. My name is Yande Panda and I'm 15 years old.
Let's get to be responsible and stand out.
Thank you. There are two main ways to manage climate change: mitigation and adaptation. Mitigation means reducing greenhouse gases by using renewable energy like solar and wind, driving less and using public transport, planting more trees to absorb carbon dioxide, improving energy efficiency in buildings and factories, and also storing carbon underground to prevent it from entering the air. While adaptation means adjusting to the effects of climate change, such as building seawalls to protect coastal areas, moving people away from flood-prone places, changing farming methods to survive extreme weather, and improving water supply to prepare for droughts. Next, Bea will explain another serious problem, the depletion of the ozone layer.
Thank you, Lian. The ozone layer is a thin shield in the atmosphere that protects us from the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays. It absorbs about 99% of UV radiation. Without it, people and animals would face more skin cancer, eye damage, and other health problems. However, chemicals like chlorofluorocarbons are destroying the ozone layer. These chemicals come from air conditioners, refrigerators, and aerosol sprays. They break down ozone molecules, causing a dangerous ozone hole over Antarctica. The ozone hole was first discovered in the 1980s over Antarctica. It allows more UV radiation to reach Earth, increasing skin cancer and cataracts in humans, damage to plants and crops, harm to marine life, especially plankton. Because of these dangers, countries signed an agreement called the Montreal Protocol to reduce chlorofluorocarbons. Thanks to this, the ozone layer is slowly recovering. But we must continue to protect it. Now, Karil will discuss another atmospheric problem, which is the acid deposition.
Acid deposition happens when sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides mix with the water in the atmosphere, creating acid rain. This rain is harmful because it damages buildings and statues. Secondly, it harms trees and plants by making soil too acidic. Third, pollutes lakes and rivers, killing fishes. And also it affects human health by causing lungs problems. To reduce acid rain, we need to reduce pollution from factories, use cleaner energy, and follow environment laws.
Many countries are working to solve these problems. Some of the most important global agreements are: first is the Paris Agreement. Countries agreed to reduce carbon emissions. Second is the Montreal Protocol. Help stop ozone depletion. Third is carbon taxes and renewable energy policies. Encourage companies to pollute less. People can also help by using less plastic, planting trees, and saving energy. Before we move to the conclusion, watch these facts.
Five things to remember about climate change. Number one, the atmosphere is thin, barely 60 miles, 100 kilometers, to outer space. Number two, There's 7.3 billion people breathing and burning it. Number 3, all this heat energy in the atmosphere is changing things. It's not just getting warmer, it's changing. This warmth is making the ocean get bigger. That's number 4.
When the ocean rises just this much, this whole area will be underwater. And not just this area, that area. That's Miami.
And the main thing, everybody, the number 5 main thing is the speed. It's the rate at which things are changing. Are you concerned about climate change?
No, not at all.
Why not?
Because I'm in Miami. Excuse me, just a second.
Climate change!
Oh yes, the world was once warmer. There was once more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere than there is today. But all this never happened this fast. And that's what you got to get your heads around.
To conclude our news report, climate change, ozone depletion, and acid deposition are serious problems, but we still have time to act. If we reduce pollution, use clean energy, and follow environmental laws, we can save our planet. Let's do all our part, and that's all for today's Earthwatch News. Thank you for watching, and remember, our future depends on what we do today.